Hey, I'm super excited to showcase the new Shareable Site Builder, where you can create full, rich websites with your data or different data sources in just a matter of minutes. So let's just dive on it. Over in Shareables, all you need to do to get started is to click Create Website and then either choose a template or start from scratch. After you've done that, you'll land directly in the new Site Builder, which looks very similar to the widget creator if you've used that before. So this here will be a piece of cake. Now, in the Shareable Site Builder, we build out our sites with pages and blocks. Blocks are a variety of different things that are static, so information that won't be affected by your data source, or dynamic, which are controlled by your data source. This is really similar to widgets, and I'll explain how widgets can interact with this very soon. When you're building out your site, you'll want to add different things, for example, features or images, or even stuff like FAQs. Now, all you need to do is find a static block that you like or a dynamic block and add it to your site. That block gets automatically added directly into your page content, and you can move that around with these little arrow symbols up here. Each block can be duplicated either here or onto a different page into your website. You can also hide and show blocks as you're working on them, and delete them too. When you want to go edit any of your static block content, just click on the block, and over here a sidebar will pop out. In the sidebar, you can change different content type like the heading, the subheadings, the different questions or answers if it's an FAQ block. You can click the styles buttons to configure how each of these appear on desktop or mobile, or even head over to design and can change layouts completely to different variations that better suit for what you're looking for. Now, if you want to create more pages for your website, just head over to Pages. Over here, you can update your nav bar, your footer, and add new pages to your website. You can add as many pages as you want and as many blocks too, so customize it to what you need. Now, when you want to add some dynamic content from a data source into your site, all you need to do is click Add Block and find one of these new purple dynamic blocks. These blocks can be dropped in just like static blocks. And once you've done that, you can head over here and connect your data source, or reuse an existing one if you've got one already attached to your site. When you first connect your block, it'll take a few moments, but your data will populate in here when it's ready for you to start working on. This data can be accessed at the data source location by clicking into the Data tab and then editing the sheet or data source. Here you can configure your data just like you would in a widget, and your changes will come into the site builder when they're ready. As you start customizing your dynamic blocks, you can make all the same changes you would in a widget, like changing stuff like the cover image, the title, adding fields, adding filters, search, sort, and so much more. You'll probably also want to add dedicated pages for your blocks so that users can go see a blog post article or maybe more information about a product. So what you need to do is head down to Details page at the bottom here and create a dedicated page for that content. Now, when we create a dedicated page for our dynamic block, what happens is we're creating a special URL which we can then use on our site and have our data source rows reflect its content inside it. So I've just created one of these dynamic pages that have appeared down here in our Pages tab under our normal pages. In here, I can see this page is connected to my data source products. Page title, dynamic URL, meta title, it's all been pulled from my data source. So when this site is published, it'll be SEO friendly and it will work accordingly. I can then click into my dynamic block and see information about what's been shown in different sections, add different buttons, and so much more. It's so easy. You can even add static blocks and other dynamic blocks to your dynamic detail pages to build out the content that you want to show your users. At any point, if you want to see which data sources you have connected to your website, all you need to do is head over to the sidebar here and click Data. You can see which data sources you have connected. You can even connect more data sources to quickly use them on different blocks as well. Another way you can easily customize the look of your website is by heading to the Theme tab. In the Theme tab, I can change different styles that will affect multiple blocks on my site at once. For example, I can change the accent color to a different color. I can change the text size to be a slightly different color. I can even change the background across the entire site to different colors too. It's that simple. But don't worry, if you want to fine tune each of your blocks to make them look better, all you need to do is click into the block and you can style that block accordingly. This styles will override any of your theme related styles, and so they can be uniquely however you want them. And it's that simple. Build your first site and get it published. I can't wait to hear how you find it.